tonight's performance of Bad Seeds, brought to you by Hamburg Theater Under the Stars. Please note that any recording of this performance, either through video or flash photography, is strictly not prohibited. The setting of this show takes place in the 50s, which means mobile phones were not invented. So please, turn them off. Should your phone go off during tonight's performance, you will then be faced to deal with the bad seeds. Good luck. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy Hamburg Theater Under the Stars production of Bad Seeds.
Morning, Daddy.
Up and dressed and ready for the day. Wearing your best perfume?
Yes, I am, Daddy.
That's right. Today's the day of the picnic. I hope there's a breeze off the water.
Miss Byrne says there always is. Are you leaving today, Daddy?
My plane goes in an hour. Back to Washington and the Pentagon and a climate that boils eggs.
I like boiled eggs.
You like everything. You're just too good to be true.
How long will you be gone?
Sealed orders, darling. All I know is I'll be home as soon as I can. Now, what would you give me for a basket of kisses?
Oh, Daddy, I'm not a little girl anymore.
Come on. What would you give me?
I'd give you a basket of hugs.
I like your hugs.
I like your kisses.
Will you miss me?
I'll miss you every day.
And will you write to me?
Do you want me to?
Of course I want you to.
Then I'll write to you every day.
Every time I write to Mother, I'll put in a note just for you.
You will? Really?
Really and truly. And every time the General tells a good joke, I'll send you an official report.
Daddy, that won't be very often. You better send me the bad ones, too.
Sweetheart, I will.
Oh, darling, take care.
I will. Every minute I'm away. And I'll wait the minute we're on the ground.
Just the effusive neighbors from upstairs, darlings, have to be in on everything. No lives of their own, so they live other people's. Now, I speak for my brother Emery as well as myself, because he doesn't get a chance to speak when I'm around. There, I've talked enough. Say something, Colonel.
Well, I guess it's going to have to be goodbye, because my ride is here, and I don't want to rush through traffic.
Oh.
Don't worry about your two pretty girls, Ken. We'll keep an eye on them. And if either of one of them starts to look peaked, we'll send up smoke signals.
I'm counting on you, Emery, and on Monica.
Goodbye, Kenneth.
Well, sweetheart, I guess this is it. Goodbye, big eyes.
Goodbye, Daddy.
Well, I promised myself I wouldn't come down, but I
Don't,
just...
sweet. It's just another empty month or two. We'll get through them somehow.
I'll take care of this.
Goodbye, all.
Poor boy. He hates to go, and you hate to let him go.
I'm not very self-sufficient.
Well, that's because you're in love, both of you, you lucky characters. Oh, by the way, nobody has to take Rhoda to school today because I made cupcakes for Miss Fern, and she's coming by to pick them up.
Oh, good.
But before she does, I have 2 little presents for you, my darling.
Presents?
Oh, yes. Now, the first is from Emery. And this is a pair of dark glasses with rhinestone decorations. And he said to tell you they are to keep the sun out of those big, beautiful eyes. Try them on. Oh, who is this glamorous Hollywood actress? Could it really be Miss Rhoda Penmark, who lives in the first floor of my apartment house with her delightful parents?
I like them. Where's the case?
Here it is. Now, for the second present, which is from me. Now, this was given to me when I was a girl. It's a little young for me now, but it's perfect for a young lady. However, it has a garnet set in it, and we'll have to have that changed for a turquoise, since turquoise is your birthstone. So I'll have the stone changed and cleaned, dear Rhoda. Then it's yours.
Could I keep both stones? The garnet too?
Rhoda! Rhoda, what a thing to say. That's not...
Well, of course she can keep both of them. What a natural little girl. She knows what she wants and she asks for it. Not like these over-civilized little pets that have to go through analysis before choosing an ice cream soda.
Aunt Monica. Dear, sweet Aunt Monica.
Well, dear Rhoda, now I know I'm a little bit behind the times, but you look like a princess in that dress. I thought little girls wore pedal pushers and jeans to picnics. Aren't you afraid you're going to get it soiled or scuff those new shoes?
Oh, Rhoda won't soil the dress, and she won't scuff the shoes. She never gets anything dirty, though how she manages it, I don't know.
I don't like jeans.
Oh, you mean they're not quite ladylike now, don't you? Oh, dear old-fashioned girl.
Am I to keep this now?
Well, you're to keep it till I can find out where to get the stone changed and cleaned. Then it's yours.
Then I'll put it in my box.
Leroy! Well, guess I'm pretty early, Mrs. Penmark. But it's my day for doing the windows on this side.
Yes, Leroy, you can begin in the bedrooms.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Leroy.
Morning.
I like garnets, but I like turquoise better.
You sound like Fred Astaire tapping across the room in those shoes. What have you got on your shoes?
I run over my heels and Mother had these iron pieces put on so they'd last longer.
It was Rhoda's idea entirely. I can't take any credit for it.
I think they're nice. They save money.
Oh, you penurious little sweetheart. But you know what, Rhoda? Sometimes I think you worry too much when you're not the very best at everything. Why, that's why Emery and I thought you should have some presents today. You really wanted that penmanship medal so much, didn't you?
It's the only gold medal Miss Fern gives. And it was really mine. Everyone knew I wrote the best hand and I should have had it.
Excuse me, just getting some water.
I just don't see why Claude Dago got the medal.
Rhoda, these things happen to us all the time. When they do, we simply accept them. Just put it out of your mind. I'm sorry, I know you don't like people pawing over you.
The medal was mine. It was mine.
Just forget about it, sweetheart. Put it out of your mind.
I won't. I won't, I won't, I won't, I won't.
Oh, Leroy, have you completely lost your senses? You spilled water on Rhoda's shoe.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I guess I was just trying to hurry.
Leroy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Breedlove.
Leroy,
Oh,
I
shoot.
own this apartment building. I employ you. Well, I have tried to give you the benefit of every doubt. But I thought of you as emotionally immature. torn by irrational rages and a bit on the psychopathic side. But after this demonstration, why, my diagnosis was entirely too mild. You are definitely a schizophrenic with paranoid overtones. And I am tired of your surliness and discourtesy. And so are the other tenants in this building. Why, my brother Emery has wanted to discharge you. I've been on your side, though, with misgivings. I shall protect you no longer.
He didn't mean to do it, Monica. It was an accident. I'm sure it was.
He meant to do it. I know Leroy well.
It was no accident, Christine. It was the deliberate act of a spiteful, neurotic child.
He meant to do it. You made up your mind to do it when you walked into the room.
Rhoda!
I was looking at you when you made up your mind to what a...
No, I never, I'm just crazy.
Leroy, please.
My patience is at an end, and you might as well know it. Go about your work.
Yes, ma'am.
He has the mind of an 8-year-old. Oh, well, there's Miss Fern.
I'm a bit ahead of time, as usual.
Miss Fern, I'm afraid this old scatterbrain left the 24 cupcakes upstairs. Rhoda, will you help me carry them down?
Yes, of course.
They're all packed.
Good morning, Miss Fern.
Rhoda.
Miss Fern, please sit. Does Rhoda fit in well at the school?
Let me think. In what way, Mrs. Kenmark?
Well, I don't quite know how to say this, but there's a mature quality about Rhoda that's a bit disturbing. My husband and I thought that a school such as yours, where you believe in discipline and the old-fashioned virtues, might perhaps teach her to be a bit more of a child.
Yes, I know what you mean. In some ways, in many ways, Rhoda is the most remarkable student the school has ever had. She's never been absent. She's never been tardy. She's the only student in the history of the school to receive 100 in deportment each month in every class, and 100 in self-reliance or conservation on the playground for the entire school year. If you had dealt with as many children as I have, you realize what a remarkable record that is. And she's the neatest girl I've ever encountered.
Kenneth says he doesn't know where she gets her tidiness from. Certainly not him or me.
And she has many good qualities. She's certainly no tattletale.
Oh?
One of our students broke a window across the street, and we knew that Rhoda knew who it was. When we questioned her about it and told her it was her duty as an honorable citizen to report the offender, she just sat there eating her apple, shaking her head, denying that she knew anything about it, and looking us over with that pitying, calculating look she has at certain times.
Oh, I know that look well.
But that was admirable, too, for she was merely being loyal to a classmate.
Then do the other students like her? Is she popular?
The other students?
Here we are.
Then I suppose we should go.
Oh.
For my sisters and the others will be waiting. Goodbye, Mrs. Kenmark.
Goodbye. May it be everything a picnic should be.
Thank you. Come along, Rhoda.
Yes, Miss Fern.
Now, watch for the bees. So here we are, the older set left alone with nothing to do.
I suppose I could go about the dreary business of making my face presentable. It happens every morning.
Your face? Think of mine.
I always get a little gloomy when Kenneth goes away. Anything could happen before I see him again. There's an old saying, we die a little at parting.
Well, we die a little bit every day if you want to brood about it. Now, can't we make some kind of party out of this? Aren't you having Emery and Reggie Tasker for lunch today? Can't I help with that?
Well, what do you feed a criminal?